Here is the Trafalgar Centre in Chatham. This is a small, grotty shopping centre which is more of an indoor market. All of the shops here are very small and are run by individual people. This shopping centre has always been grotty, but nowadays it is particularly grotty. This place is so run down. Let's take a look around. This first part of the shopping centre is very tacky. Also, the ceiling is in a poor state, but there is far worse to come. And now, before we take a look at the really grotty parts of this shopping centre, let's take a look at a controversial shop. This shop gets around the law and legally sells cannabis. This is disgusting. It absolutely horrifies me how this shop is able to get around the law because they sell cannabis seeds. There's a sign in this shop which says, "Please do not ask any questions which could lead us to believe you intend to germinate the seeds within the UK. It will then be a criminal offence to sell them to you." Well, that sort of sounds okay. I suppose there are reasons for cannabis seeds other than growing them, like maybe using them for bait for fishing. But remember, this is Chatham, the home of the chav. Do you really think all of the chavs that come in this shop to buy cannabis seeds are really using them for fishing? Yeah, really. Also, even though most of the shops in this place are doing very badly, this one particular shop is actually doing quite well for trade. Also, this shop has some really odd stuff in the window. There is cannabis ornaments. This is so weird. Some of this stuff is just peculiar. There's also cannabis ashtrays, cannabis ornament collector sets, and there's even a book about how to grow your own cannabis. This shop is just manipulating the law. I don't believe they can sell cannabis seeds claiming they don't want you to germinate them, or in the same shop selling cannabis ornaments, ashtrays, and a book about how to grow it. This shop should be closed down. Anyway, moving on, let's take a look at the rest of this shopping centre. Here is a closed down shop, as the walls of all of the shops here are temporary walls. When this shop closed down, they removed these temporary walls to make an open space. This shopping centre is really cheap, but at least this first part of the shopping centre does actually have some shops, as from this point onwards, this shopping centre is deserted. And what is this? It looks so creepy. The main event. Not anymore, it's not, as this main part of the shopping centre no longer has any shops. This main part of the shopping centre is totally empty and it is so grotty. And now onto the toilets, which are now permanently closed due to drug abuse. That's because drug addicts were going into these toilets to inject themselves, then leaving their old needles behind. Ugh, that's just disgusting. So other people go in the toilets and prick themselves on their used needles. Ugh, this really shows the sort of place Chatham is. And now, let's carry on looking around this grotty shopping centre and along to a fire exit. And you can see through this glass door, there is the fire exit. But look, this door is locked, so you can't get to the fire exit anymore. Isn't that good? And there's a sign on this door saying, "Fire exit that way." This means there's one fire exit less than what there used to be. And now, let's go find the service lift. And here it is. It is a really nice 70s Evans lift, but it no longer works. A few years ago, they stopped bothering to maintain this lift because this shopping centre has hardly any money. So therefore, as they weren't maintaining it, they can no longer allow people to go in it. So they removed the inside buttons and made this lift into a dumb waiter only, which means now the people who own shops here have to put their stuff into the lift, close the doors, walk down the stairs, then call the lift. They can't actually ride in it themselves as the inside buttons have been removed. But a few months ago, this lift has stopped working and this shopping centre doesn't have the money to repair it. There's such a shame as this was a very nice 70s Evans. And now let's carry on looking around this GROTTY shopping centre. This shopping centre's actually quite spooky. Just look at its telephone sign, because a long time ago there used to be a telephone here. This sign looks quite creepy, I like his sign. And now onto the lifts to the car park. These are 70s Evans lifts which have sadly been ruined through modernisation a couple of years ago. These lifts are painfully slow.